Alright, I'm back. We got some Ruse Brewing right here. Ruse out of Portland, Oregon. This one's called Brain Glow American Style IPA. So, don't know what they mean by that, American style. It does say on the side, this is a hazy IPA. It was hopped irresponsibly with Moteca, Galaxy, Citra, and Mosaic to create the perfect backdrop for the sunny days in the Pacific Northwest. Coming in at 7-point dose ABV. We got anything else? Nothing important. So, kind of a bright and poppy label right there. Let's see what this hazy IPA has to deliver. I got a Tiku glass today that we're going to be enjoying this out of. And I'll go ahead and rise to the occasion here, making sure that the beer is in frame. Wouldn't want that. Since I got my new phone, the camera was at a different spot or level, or the phone was taller or something, so I had to kind of raise my stand a little bit higher, and I'm not exactly familiar with that yet. But there's a look at the color of it. I don't know if it comes across as bright as it does on my side, but this is a very bright yellow. Looks pretty much just like orange juice. Really, really nice. Has a very thin, about half finger of head. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful citrus. Maybe some sort of passion fruit or tropical fruits. Something. Citrus mixed with a beautiful ripe fruit. Let's go ahead and take a sip. I kind of chew on it, swish it around the mouth, making sure that it's touching all areas of my tongue, the underside, over side to side, getting it to just wash over all areas of my mouth. That first sip is just to kind of coat my mouth. Sometimes the bitterness can be a little bit abrasive on that first sip. You got to go ahead and follow it up with another one once your mouth is coated. And you got to remember to breathe. A lot of people hold their breath when they're tasting. You got to remember to breathe. Get all the flavors when you're breathing. Kind of get that little retrohale going out, kind of like you do with cigars. This one has a lot of body. It is a punch of fruit flavor. It does have some nice bitterness hanging in there, about medium bitterness, but it comes across as almost like a pithy type of like orange peel or lemon peel, something like that. It doesn't really come across super piney or resinous. It's actually quite enjoyable and natural. This is a real good beer. This is a real good beer. All right, let us get into the shave. And I couldn't be more excited for this one. This is a Strike Gold shave in collaboration with First Line Shave, and this one is called Washington. And gotta love that, because I am from Washington State, born and raised. But this has nothing to do with that. This has to do with President Washington crossing the Delaware, or actually, this was inspired by Washington's camp just prior to crossing the Delaware River. So very nice artwork. I definitely enjoy that. It's kind of a step up from what Strike Gold Shave usually. Well, I shouldn't say usually, but this is definitely a step up in the artwork department. I really like that. So the soap base was done by First Line Shave. It's the FLS 3.0 soap base. And there's a good look at the ingredients. On the side here, we got handcrafted in St. Louis, Missouri. Lets you know that First Line Shave was the one who did the soap. And the FLS 3.0 is really good stuff. You can see it there. It's actually pretty soft. I mean, it's firm, but it's not so firm that you can't easily put an indentation into it. Definitely spreads nicely on a shaving bowl. and I imagine it loads pretty easily if you are a tub loader. I have it already lathered up right here in my Lancaster Razorworks shave bowl. Very, very handsome shave bowl right there, and that is a luxuriously creamy looking lather. We're also going to be using the Lancaster Razorworks shave brush right here. This is part of my 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse collection. I call this one Death because Death arrived on a pale green horse and had that long, slender profile. Of course, he had the black cloak and everything. So, Andre from Lancaster Razorworks did a fucking phenomenal job on this brush. It's got the flutes on top, it's got some flutes on bottom, and it's just a one-of-a-kind piece. Lancaster Razorworks V1 Badger Knot on top. And I think before we get into this shave, since we're having the extended hella long intro, I'm going to be using the chiller and the pillar, the Menth Diller. This is my bougie chill mill. We have some menthol crystals in the little chamber there, and it's just a pump action. And we can just see the crystals flying into the shave bowl. And we are going to get some crystallage, a nice helping of crystallage. And we are going to have ourselves a mentholated shave today. And this is going to be a good one. I'm just going out all out, doing the whole 9 yards for this shave. This might be this is going to be an over 20-minute shave. I could probably just set the expectation right now. I have those crystals crushed up nice and fine in that bougie chill mill, so they incorporate into the lather really easily. As soon as it hits that moisture, they pretty much just melt into the lather. So, should not be an issue whatsoever. What I like about those organic menthol crystals that I got off of Amazon is that they don't really impart any scent into the shave soap. They do have a little bit of scent when you're like holding the entire bag of menthol up to your nose. It's there, it's noticeable, but I find when I add them to my shave soap, it's just negligible. Like it doesn't impart any scent, it doesn't fuck up the fragrance whatsoever. And so I've been using them for about a year now at a fairly regular consistency, and they haven't fucked up not one single scent for me. When I say negligible, I mean it. Like, it's not there. I've never once picked up the menthol cutting through my soap, whether it was lightly scented, medium scented, or strongly scented. It just doesn't affect the scent. So I'll link the Menthol Grinder, which is just a salt and pepper grinder, but I'll link it in the description of this video along with the organic menthol crystals that I purchased off Amazon. I don't get anything out of it. It's just there if you're interested. And you can try it for yourself if you think I'm full of shit. The scent on this one, let's talk a little bit about the scent on this one. The scent is fucking bold and banging, and it is brilliant. How you like that alliteration? It is some good shit, man. Strike Gold Shave and First Line Shave, they really laid it all out with this one. I am unaware if this is an original fragrance or some sort of dupe that they agreed upon, but this is a banger. Certified banger, in my opinion. Let's see. Has scent notes of tobacco leaf, rum, cedar, dried fruits, honey, smoke, amber, vanilla, sandalwood, and leather. And with scent notes like that, you might think, damn, this is going to be a beast of a fragrance. Dark and heavy, but it's really not. It does lean on the warm side, but I would have no problems wearing this year-round, in the summertime, wintertime, whatever. It's not too heavy. It's actually really approachable, and I think they did a killer job with this one. Let's introduce the razor, and we will keep on going. So this is my Raido Star straight razor, 7/8. It is full hollow, I believe. I never really remember these sort of things. Dyed moose horn scales, and he just did an absolutely fantastic job with this fucking razor. I think it's beautiful. He was easy to work with, even with a little bit of a language barrier. Just real good dude, churning out affordable luxuries. Let's get into it. Haven't straight razor shaved in about 2 weeks, so this should be interesting. Edge still feels good. Kind of nice to get in a straight razor shave after having multiple days away. At this point, I have 2 days of growth, so not too much to mow down, but it was definitely time. I couldn't sit on this soap knowing that I had this in the house, in the den, just waiting to be used. Yeah, I wasn't gonna wait on it too long before I put it to use. There we go. That's pretty good. It always feels real nice to get off a couple days of growth. There we go. Let me go ahead and squeegee this off. Definitely cutting, definitely mowing some growth down there. And of course, the FLS 3.0 soap base. I never have any issues with it. One of the best soap bases available to us at the moment. Really slick. Has a nice luxurious density to it. There we go. One thing I love about straight razor shaves is they can, if you wield it correctly, you can make nice crispy beard lines. Scent strength on this one is probably a 7.5 out of 8. When I say bold and banging, I mean it. I really mean it. I've dabbled in the Splash earlier this morning and late last night, and I'm not gonna jump out the window like a lot of shavers do and say, "Oh, it's gonna last all day long." This Splash is like a Aftershave Splash / cologne, because that's bullshit. This is an Aftershave Splash / that's all it is. It's an Aftershave Splash, but it is it hits you pretty bold and banging, and then it subsides and becomes a little bit more mellow. But it's a really nice, pleasant fragrance even in the aftershave. I find it doesn't stray too far off from the soap base, which is always nice to see. It's not always the case, but it is in this scenario. What I find with this one, it's definitely a little bit leaning warm. I get a nice punch of that rum mixed with the honey and tobacco leaf. It creates like this really warm base. I think the amber and the vanilla just give it like this dry sweetness that's not overpowering. It's just kind of barely there. Really, really nice. I'm not sure if the amber is adding like a little bit of spiciness to it, or if like the cedar and dried fruits are creating this like spicy nature. It might even be coming from the tobacco leaf itself. I'm unsure, but it does have a little bit of a spicy undertone with that warm body, and I really like it. I didn't buy the trifecta, so I don't have the Eau de Parfum, but I plan on getting it. It's I think it's $35 at First Line Shave for the EDP, and I have a few First Line Shave EDPs, and they're usually pretty nice quality. And I just sent a nice blob of shaving soap flying onto the floor. Lets you know how much is really being held up inside this brush. Really good stuff. I definitely added a gang of water into this one, which actually Riley from First Line Shave, he recommends that you add a lot of water. It says it right on the side of the soap tub to add a lot of water, and I think it's kind of necessary with the FLS 3.0 soap base to add a lot of water. That's just kind of the only way it's gonna form. I wouldn't call it finicky, but there is just one stipulation: just add a lot of water. All right, that should be good. Let's take another swig of the beer here. That is fantastic. So the way the two artisans did this, they collaborated on the scent. So we can credit both parties for this fragrance. First Line Shave did the shaving soap. So the soap base, First Line Shave. And then the Aftershave Splash is Strike Gold Shave. And that, of course, is made by Jennifer Martin, the kind of production arm of Strike Gold Shave. So Frank helped out on the fragrance. Jennifer helped out on the Aftershave Splash. And Riley helped out on the fragrance and the shaving soap. So just a killer collab by all parties involved. This is one that will never be leaving my shave den. And I think it kind of sets the precedent for all artisan collabs going forward. It's just one of them ones. I think you'd be real hard pressed to dislike this fragrance. Very nice. This edge just pops the hairs right off. I don't have to muscle it through. It's just at the point of contact, pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Just pops the hairs right off. But on the other hand, it doesn't feel scary, sharp, or intimidating. Very, very nice. That will pretty much do it. Maybe I should touch the collarbone here just to get the high risers there. I know everybody doesn't have that problem, but I do, so I address it. Alright, let's get this lather off the face, and we'll try to wrap this one up as quickly as possible. Got the Lancaster Razor Works Black Sheep Towel in deep red here. Just wicks the lather right off the face. And I know the FLS 3.0 shave soap has a nice post-shave feel, standalone, but this Strike Gold Shave Aftershave is really going to boost that to the next level. It's not the most complex aftershave formula, but it has some real good ingredients, and I always like the way that my skin feels after using this newest formulation of the aftershave formula. Real good stuff. Alright, I will get the remainder of the shaving soap out of the beard after the shave is concluded. Here's a look at the Aftershave Splash. Same label, more or less. You can see the ingredients on the bottom. Denatured alcohol, water, fragrance, rose water, red clover blossom, chamomile extract, candula extract, witch hazel, aloe, and vitamin E. We'll give it a nice shake just to make sure everything is incorporated well. I don't know if that's a problem or not, but we're doing it anyways. Nice industry standard quality restrictor right there. Give it a nice shake. It has a clear color to it, a somewhat light consistency. Feels like it soaks into the skin quickly, so that's always good. I know not everybody likes aftershaves that are heavy and linger on the skin, so this one dries right into the skin really quickly. There was absolutely no sting, no burn, which tells me I had a pretty fucking flawless shave. I feel nice and smooth, nice and BBS. I'm smelling fucking fantastic. And let's go ahead and wrap this one up. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. I'll have all the links for what I used in the description of the video, or I'll at least mention them. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good weekend, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers. That's good shit.